Good morning, dear students. Hope you are doing good. So, this time I'm taking this pre-engineered construction technology subject that is code with the 18 CCT 22. So, pre-engineered means what? So, usually, whatever the structural components are there, structural members are there in a particular building. So, that entire building components they are manufactured in the factory. So, if you compare with the conventional building, so each and every components in the conventional building they are going to be constructed step by step. That is first foundation and then plinth level and then column beam slab like that step by step procedure will get follow. But here in the pre-engineered technique, so each and every members they are manufactured in the factory simultaneously, so that they can save the time and they can save the initial cost. And then from that manufacturing factory they are going to transfer that one by using different vehicles, and then they are going to supply that one from manufactured site to the construction site by using the vehicles, and then they are going to install that one at the required places by using different hosting equipments. So this is the introduction session. So usually this course objectives. So which are the main motivation of this particular subject? So this course will be will enable students to understand the different types of prefabricated elements. So which are the elements will be there in the prefabricated system and how they are going to construct that one. So that thing we are going to study in this subject. And understand the method of hoisting in the sense it's like the erection part. So from ground level or from one place to another one place we are going to erect that one by using different equipments. So that methods we will study in this subject. And then to understand the basic construction of pre-engineering building, so how the construction process will get follow since from starting till end of that construction process, how it is going to be follow each and every step. So that one also we will study in this subject. So coming to the next part, that is course outcomes. So after completing this particular course, so the students which are they are able to design the pre-engineering structures, and then they are executing the same for the given structure. So once if they have studied the general concept about the building, so later you people are able to design a particular building by using this pre-engineering concept. And to know the different types of stresses acting on the structures, basically in the part of lifting. So the structural components they are about to lift from ground level to the required location. So while lifting that particular structural members, some stresses will be getting developed in the different structural members. So that one we will study and we will overcome that, how to reduce that stresses. And then which are the equipments are required during this hosting process and during this reduction of the stresses, and also that one also we will study in this, and we will overcome those particular problems. So here also in this subject we are having five different modules. So in that first module, that is general principles of prefabrication. So this is just the introduction part of this entire subject. So that covers in module 1. So that is with comparison with monolithic construction part will be there, and then the types of prefabrication based upon the different structural members and amount of production, I mean the quantity of the production, and then the type of manufacturing process, that types have been classified. And then the site and plant prefabrication. So if the structural members are going to be manufactured in the site itself or in the manufacturing plant, so where exactly it will be there, no, depends upon that this site and plant prefabrications have been defined. And economy of prefabrication, so how it will relate with respect to the cost with respect to the conventional building, so that one also we will study here. Then the modular coordination will be there. So that modular coordination usually that defines the dimensions of the pre-engineering elements. And then the modular coordination, okay, modular coordination is over. And then the standardization. So how we have to maintain the standardization with respect to the different building units, and planning for components of prefabricated structures, how we need to plan since from starting till end. So each and every stages that proper planning is required. So that thing we will study in this. And then this disuniting of structures. So usually this disuniting of structures will be there for steel structures, prefabricated steel structures. So at the required time we can dismantle that, and again we can rejoin that by using different methods. And then this handling of erection stresses and elimination of erection stresses for different members are there, that is beams, columns, and then this even for symmetrical frames also. So that one we will cover in the module 1. So after studying this module 1, we'll go with module 2. So in this module 2, we will study about different prefabricated elements. I mean the different structural components are there in the prefabricated system. Which are those, how they are going to manufacture, and which rules and criteria and guidelines we need to follow while manufacturing these prefabricated elements. In that, roof and floor panels are there, ribbed floor panels, wall panels, footings. These prefabricated elements are there. This one we will study how we will manufacture that, which are the guidelines we need to follow, which materials we need to consider, and which are the different procedure methods are present in this process. And then joints for different structural connections. So we need to connect from one structural element to the another structural element. For example, column to beam. So in the conventional building, how we'll do, directly we are going to provide the reinforcements with respect to the column, and after the column constructions we'll go with the slab constructions. But here already the slabs and columns have been constructed in the manufacturing factory. Just we need to connect that, I mean just we need to join those two different structural elements. So like that, different components joints will be there. For example, column to beam will be there, or else beam to column, beam to column both are same, and then a slab to column will be there. So like that, the different structural members will be having different joints. That one we will study now. And then effective sealing of joints for waterproofing. So usually if I provided certain joints between two structural elements, maybe we may get certain gaps in between those. So by using that gap, might be that leakages may get occurs. So how we are going to fill that particular part? So and provision of non-structural fastenings are there, and then we'll provide the certain expansion joints in the precast construction. That part also we will study here. And then construction of precast structural components. So you will be having different elements here, such as purlins, principal rafters, roof trusses, lattice girders, gable frames, single span, single storied frames, single storied buildings, slabs, beams, and columns. So about the prefabricated elements we will study in module 2. And next in module 3 we'll study about the production and hoisting technology. So how we are going to manufacture or provide the certain production process for the structural elements. That one also we will study in module 3. And then how we are going to erect that one from one place to another one place. So that one also we'll study in module 3, that is the production and hoisting technology. So choices of production setup, how you are going to select that particular production setup. So which are the criteria we need to follow, how that actually that place it should be. So that part we'll study in the choice of production setup. And then different manufacturing methods are there, such as stationary and mobile productions, and other production also are there. That one also we'll study here. And then planning of production setup. If you want to set up a particular factory, or you can call it as a production setup, then how we need to plan that, which are the parts we need to consider. And then storage of precast elements. So after the manufacturing process, we need to store that one at a particular places. So since we need to supply that one to the clients or the builders, whoever required those, so until that we need to store that one at the proper places such that it should not get any damages. So we need to select that storing place such that it should be safe until and unless it should deliver to the required people. And then dimensional tolerances, that is with respect to the dimensions of the elements. And then acceleration of concrete hardening, that is the setting rate we need to increase so that the concrete will get hardened in the earlier time, so that the construction time or else this manufacturing time we can save this. And which are the different equipments are there in the hoisting and erection process, so that types of equipments we'll study here. And which are the various techniques are there in the erection, so that one also we'll study here. And then different types of members, like this is for equipments and hoisting equipments which are required for hoisting and erections techniques for erection of the different types of members, such as beams, slabs, wall panels and columns, vacuum lifting pads. So for each and every structural element, that erection and hoisting techniques, it will get vary, since each will be having the different length, and with respect to the length and breadth, with respect to the different dimensions. So here that hoisting and erecting techniques will get vary, such that each and every member will be having different dimensions, and we need to reduce the stresses which will get developed in the structural members. And coming to the next part, that is module 4, that is here we'll study few special structural elements such as precast sandwich panels, pre-stressed concrete solid flat slabs, hollow core slabs or panels, and pre-stressed concrete double T bridges, and precast segmental box girders. So usually these elements will be helping in the construction of different bridges, and different specifications and design considerations while manufacturing these structural elements. So these things we'll study in module 4. And then module 5, so it is the entire comparison between this pre-engineering buildings versus conventional steel buildings. So which are the main advantages and disadvantages are there with respect to this pre-engineering building, we'll study in this. And few design criterias are there while preparing or while constructing or while manufacturing this pre-engineering buildings, and different applications of this pre-engineering buildings. So we'll study these concepts in module 5. Thank you.